So hello guys, today gonna have some small video, a short video to introduce all of you guys about Dynamo. So before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about the story of learning Dynamo. Maybe myself, it could be a lesson for you or not. Whether it's a lesson for you or not. I think if you start learning something, it's the most difficult part and most difficult time is the first time you click into Dynamo. So I think I'm not professional of using Dynamo, but I think this video gonna have you and encourage you to learn about Dynamo, about automations, and then after that you're gonna have like the motivations to learn something new like C#. And I'm starting learning C# now, and it's quite difficult, and I wish I have somebody to help you with this code. So for this video, I'm gonna make it about 30 minutes, and hopefully it's gonna give you all the basic about Dynamo. And let's get started. So now we're gonna start with manage tab. When you open a project in Revit, you're gonna open the manage tab, and you're gonna see something like Dynamo and Dynamo Player. And Dynamo is mean like where you create some script to automate something, and Dynamo Player is mean you run the script that you have create in Dynamo. So now to make it easy, we're gonna jump into Dynamo, and we're gonna understand Dynamo Player after that when we have a little bit understand about Dynamo. So here I'm using Dynamo and Revit 2022, and for someone who don't know about Revit 2022, it have some new features for rebar, and it's gonna really helpful for if you are a structural engineer. Now we're gonna have the interface of Dynamo. We have new, custom nodes, and open. Let's get started with new. Just you open a new file. Okay, and when you open a new file, you're gonna have some interface here. They have like a few tabs. Here you have a file and where you can open and you can make a new Dynamo script, or you can save your Dynamo script. You save old one, and or you want to save a new file. And import libraries mean you're gonna when you have the library of Dynamo, you can import it into Dynamo here. You can export workspace when you want to share the workspace to other people or some other thing. It's HDL system. So you're gonna go to the tab edit. I really don't usually use the edit tool here. Maybe you use align selections. I usually use this thing for view. And actually we don't usually use the tab right here. You have a package where you download the new package for some other people who contribute to the Dynamo forum, Dynamo community. They share it, and then we're gonna go here to download some package. But today we're gonna don't care about this much. We just know how to create new Dynamo script, and then that's it, the first step of using Dynamo. You don't know. I think when you know how to download it, but you don't know how to use it, it's like no value, useless. And generative design, I'm not a professional, so I don't know generative design. Here you have like save, that's the same with file new. And here you have library where you search for the node. Before getting started with this, we're gonna let's something basic note about this. To get started with Dynamo, you're gonna know how to navigate with Dynamo, like how to open a new node and how to move the node. Here you want to create a node, you're gonna go here and search for the node. And Dynamo is just like visual programming. It's much more easier for you if you're not a real programmer. You don't know about C#, you don't know about Python, .NET, C++, and everything. You just want to do some creative thing. You just know about doing some repetitive tasks, and with automation, and it's gonna save your time. You use Dynamo. Dynamo is much more easier than other software, other program. um, and we have some stuff here, and actually you don't need to care about this much. Before this, you're gonna start learning, just jump into create something, and you're gonna understand much more about that. When I started, I'm gonna learn about creating a point, how to create a point. So in Dynamo and in Revit itself, it's gonna use a 3D geometry design. So that's it means you're gonna have the X directions, Y direction, and Z directions. So create a point, it means you need to have three coordinate of three point. It's like X, Y, Z coordinate. So further on, you're gonna go to some place, you're gonna find more about Dynamo. It means you go to Dynamo Primer, where they have a lot of documentary for you to learn about Dynamo. So here you have Dynamo Primer. So here they have all the document for you when you get started. But when you get started, it's quite difficult for you to read everything here, especially you're not a native speaker of English, or you're not a English guy or American guy or British guy. It's quite difficult. So, and you actually don't know where to go. So just ignore it when you first started. Just watch some video about basic, like this video. I'm gonna show you 3 basic. Now we're gonna, when you wanna create a new node, you're gonna search here, or you can use your right mouse click, and you click on this, the panel, the interface. I don't know the name of this, like the screen, and then you search for a new thing. Like you want to create a point, you search on the tie in point, right? Point, you have a lot of here. Some people say that you should start it right here. You can tie in point, and what kind of point you want. Point create by using coordinate, or point create by using origin, right? You want to work with something, you create that thing too, and you just use a dot point here and use a dot. That's mean you create by something. It's like you use a C soft, you're gonna code like a right line and you dot, and you get the class after the assembly or the namespace. It's something like that. Point by coordinate here. So when you use point by coordinate here, when you want to move it, just use your left mouse button, you move it, or you want to move the screen. Here is for Dynamo, they have input and output. Input, it means you put the value into that, and output, it means what you want to get. It's like here you want to get a point, and what kind of input you want to put in, right? So here you have X, Y, Z. So you have the coordinate. What is the value of coordinate? It's mean number, right? They have the type of value is number. You type number. You want to copy this, you're going to use Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, or maybe you're going to use like Ctrl, you hold the Ctrl button, and then you drag it right here, drag it down, and then you're going to have a new node, the same node. Or here you connect it to the input you want, like you input. I'm gonna before get started, you need to know about automated or manual. It's like when you automated, it means it's gonna automatically run the script into Revit. Within Revit, you can see 2 screen. I hope it's not too small for you guys. Here you have this. I'm gonna create 3 point, and you're gonna use a 3D view. Here you see it automated. It means when you change here, you have 10, and it's gonna automatically run. I mean, I'm gonna create 2 point, and it's make you easier. Or maybe you can see here 0 here, 0 and 10. Yes. Or maybe you want to create 2 point, you can use it from right to left. Use your left button, and you from right to left here, and then you're gonna move down. Yeah, you can drag it down. You're gonna have two buttons. Do you want another? It's 20, and you have a two dot on your screen. Okay, that's the easy thing. So from 2 pointer screen, so the next thing is create a line, right? How to create a line? A line need 2 point, right? The theory is like from here to connect here, you need 2 point. So you're gonna create what you wanna create. You wanna create a line here. Yes, you see by start point and end point, it means we have a 2 point. Here you just put your mouse here. You're gonna see it's gonna pop up the regression for this is a create straight line between two input points. You need to make attention to the word points or the word point, right? Points is mean you need more than 1 point. You need a start point and end point, right? You click it to it. They have a start point, and you wanna what kind of input you need to put here. You just put your left mouse here. It's gonna pop up the input, the type input you need to put into, right? You have a point, and then this here point. Yeah, it's correct. Put it right here. Connect it to the end point. Yes, you have a 2 point to the line right here. And then one more thing is about lacing. We need to create small point right here. Okay, so you need another, and you need another. Yes. When you first started, you just make really simple script. It's really like when you get more advanced, you're gonna clean all of this, and you're gonna use something really simple to create the same two line, but just one line of one node or two node of Dynamo. So, but now we get started. We're just a beginner. We just started with really simple thing. No rush, right? Be patient about what you do. And I'm gonna use it to manual. You're gonna see here we have like unable. When something we have an error when you do something, it's gonna become zero here, and you put your mouse here, and you're gonna see why. Unable to create a line point, a line coincidence. It means it's the same because 2 point is the same place, so it cannot create a line. We can create two point at the same positions, but we cannot create two lines at the same position. We need to increase to be 40, and we're gonna run. It's gonna have a, and this one we increase to be 30, and we're gonna run. And you can see the difference between manual and automated. You're gonna run it. Yes. Okay. Two line. It's 30, and run. Here we have a third 20 and run. It's different. It have a gap here. That is a really basic thing, and how to create a simple node and how to run a dynamos. So for the next video, I'm gonna have you with really a little bit more complicated, a little more advanced of this Dynamo. And now for the video, the purpose is just now to how to use Dynamo for the first time and how to run a first script of creating a die. Right? Thank you for listening, and if you think it's helpful and you're looking for a new video, please like and subscribe for my channel. Thank you, and see you again.